Oh, hey YouTube. I just wanted to play a game called Kana de Manga. No, not that. That's a book. Crap. I forgot the name of the game even if I beat it. Anyways, I think I beat the game. No, not beat the game. Almost beat the game past a couple months ago. So I've already mastered the Kana whatever blah blah blah. In this video, I'm basically just going to write down everything to prove that I have learned everything from it. This game is very clearly pasted, by the way. After my playthrough of the game with you guys, maybe we're gonna play it side by side. I'm doing it all of this off memory. Ouch. I can actually write a few kanji, and I've written every single katakana, but I am not very good at memorizing. I've even written a song in Japanese, and I don't know. I keep forgetting how to speak the language because I don't really put that much effort. So I thought that a video maybe progressing with you guys would actually give me more incentive to actually learn the language more. In all, there are 70 kana and hiragana. Sorry, my brain was just... And well, kana is just really simple. To me, it's natural now, but when you first start off, it's gonna feel really unnatural while you're learning it. Especially when you get to me. Me was this one is the one that took me the most time to get used to it. Another app that is very good that you can use on your phone, which I didn't really need to use much because the game does a very good job. Hiragana Battle on Steam does a very good job at teaching you I'm just doing this to show you that for a main reason is that I think video games and interactive interactive game softwares and interactive softwares are a perfect way to teach people. I also want to do a video on Age of Empires 2 and a couple of other educational games like Typing of the Dead, as I really would like to showcase these games. I really would like to hear people talk about these kinds of games more. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Wait, is that all? Oh yeah, I think that's how you do you. Oh, and how do you do this? Oh yeah, and once you learn how to write Japanese, you never forget, no matter how long. I learned this last year and I still remember this year. Even if you don't practice for a long period of time, you will never forget how to do it, at least in my case. Because you never forget how to write English. think I'm forgetting one. Oh yeah. This one takes up oh. Sir. Wait, did I do a... Oh, there's one of these that I didn't do. I was supposed to do it around there, and that is the h sounding ones. Ha, he, fu, hey, oh. And you learn a lot about writing and shit like that. Oh, Jesus. A mistake I think that this game and a lot of Japanese courses teach you late is that they don't teach you about the function of dakutens. Dakutens are those little things like those two lines you see on top of a letter. They change the sound to another sound, like they change k to g, they change s to z, and etc. And another thing that I think it's bullshit when they teach you about Japanese is that they should teach you about what I'm gonna show you right after that, and it's really part of the language's way of coping with what's the other one again? Oh yeah, the last one. Alright, so we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Wait, is that right? Oh, no, 70, it's 70. Oh yeah, and you have the last one, which is, so there's a 71 characters. Well, technically there are more characters, and these characters, now you see the where is it? Now you see these ones, ya, you, and yo. If you take an E sounding one, like you have a, e, u, a, o. If you take the E vowel and the E consonant and the E consonant, like ki, she, gi, etc. And if you put ya, you, yo at the end of it, it's the words blend together. For example, if I were to put we have a ya, we have you, and we have yo. If I were to put ki, yo, rather than spelling ki, yo, it's because you put the ya, you, or yo very small, you have to put it half the size of approximately half the size of the E sounding character. It, instead of saying ki, yo, it will blend it together like Q. Instead of if you were to take you basically have it, but what a lot of people don't understand is that some letters, like for example, if you take this one, G, if you put the dakuten on she, it becomes G. It's not a chi anymore, it becomes G. And if you put like ya, you, yo, in a very small way at the end of that character, it doesn't become G, U, it becomes Jew. It does not become Jew. It becomes Jew. So yeah, it's easy to grasp that concept, and I think that's something that people should learn before they learn anything else in Japanese. I'm not gonna be making my videos professionally, unless I really have people editing my videos for me. Like, all my videos are just gonna be made using whatever I have to record. I was thinking about waiting to get better equipment and such, but I said that I'll just make do with what I have. There was actually something that I used to know very well about consonants, but I forget. It's kind of like, well, I think I remember. Oh yeah, so this is, well, I mean, this is very common. You find it in most Japanese textbooks, games, and such. This is kipu, which translates to mean tickets. So you have ki, you have something that looks like tsu in ta chi tsu. This is tsu, like tsu, tsu, teto, and if you put this thing for a consonant, it changes. The ones at the top, a, I, U, E, O, this is vowels, and I believe that everything else, all the other letters, are consonants. Just like how in English we have 5 vowels out of the 26 letters. So too in the kana version of Japanese, there are 5 vowels out of all the other characters. I can write all the katakana characters, I just don't remember how to do it. I have it lying around somewhere in my room on my papers or something, but I think ticket spells like you pronounce it like this, kipu, with 2 P's, and the reason for that is the reason you say 2 P's, like the reason you say kipu, is because this is fu. And when you put a handakuten is only a circle, and handakutens are only used for 5 kana, and the kanas it used for is ha, hi, fu, he, ho. When you put a dakuten, that is those 2 little lines on top of them, it turns to babi, bube, bo. But if you put a handakuten, which is a circle on top of it, it changes to pa, pi, pu, pe, po. And if you put this consonant between ki and pu, it changes the beginning of the last character, and it makes you say the word twice for the last character. So when you see 2 things, you know why it's there. Concerning consonants, like one more thing I want to say, and please pay attention to this. Concerning consonants, if you have like a, I, U, E, O, this is something that took me a long time to learn, but the same game I told you about, it explained it perfectly to me. If you have a character like O, I think this can only okay, I remember now. If you have like a, I, U, E, O, let's take O for example, and you put O twice, it becomes a long O instead of like O. You don't say it like O, you say like O. Like, you ever see, like, when you read the manga for example, and people have the word ah, they're not saying ah, they're saying ah in a long way. And if obviously if you have ka for example, and if you put a at the end of it rather than saying ka ha, it just reads along ka. In Romaji, which I definitely don't I learned that from a lot of people, and I wish I incorporated that early into my fuck Romaji, dish it out the window, burn it alive. I'm going to exaggerate. Well, not really exaggerate, because you don't need it. Just fucking abandon it, because if you rely on it, you're not going to learn anything, basically. Just try to write the you know. So I forgot what I was talking about actually. Oh yeah. Now I remember. If you have two vowels in Japanese, like a and to represent that as a consonant in Romaji, you put a line over it. So if you're reading a Romaji text on Wikipedia or wherever, and you see a line over it, that is because it's a double it's a double vowel. And if you everything, if you see double letters, that means it's a double consonant. If you see double consonant letters with at the end, it represents a double consonant. So now you know that. If you don't understand, I recommend you download a video game, interactive game software, educational software called Hiragana Wars, and there's also a sequel called Katakana Battles, and you can buy them off Steam. And there's also there is also a crap, I keep forgetting. There's also on the App Store you can get just look up the other products they make, because you can click on more under it. There's this thing called what I said in the beginning of the video, learning hiragana and learning katakana. And the program is called Learning Hiragana, and I believe it has an a vowel in a blue box. So if you're there, you see in there, because you can like draw. I don't need to do a review for this. It's just a preview I need to do. Even if I put up a review of this thing, I'm just going to show a preview anyways. It's not perfect because it tries to be too perfect, and human beings can't really live up to that kind of constant perfection, except when you're doing the first set in the game and in the interactive software, because the app on the Android isn't really a. And if you want to read it, in a book form, I recommend Manga's University, Kana de Manga and Kanji de Manga. Of course, if you don't have any money, you can pirate these things, but once you learn the material from the pirated software, or once you've learned accessibly enough, I recommend you support the developers by buying, because these developers, they really don't have money, and spread the word so other people can know as well. With the ending of my video, I do want to say that I want to see everybody progress in life and live happier lives, and that we live in a more educated future. So, good luck. Start uploading videos on YouTube that you want. Start going on any other websites, making your own websites, or start, doing something in life that's your passion or whatever. So yeah, there's something else I wanted to say, but I forgot. I guess I'll just say it in a video in the future. But thanks for watching. Crap, this video was long.